Hey everybody, Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm going to be doing a reading for our air signs. We're going to start with Aquarius, then Libra, then Gemini. Let's say a quick blessing and we'll find out if this is for you. All right. Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All right, starting with Aquarius. We said Aquarius. All right. We're going to use this after tarot for our Aquarians. I hope you guys are doing so well out there. I got the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, and I have the King of Swords. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine energy. You don't have to be male to be embodying this, but you might be, all right? Or you could also be dealing with another air sign, but it feels like there's a timing issue that's about to get better. Any kind of delays you've been experiencing for a while, Aquarius, it feels like the brake has been released, and now it's kind of smooth sailing here. Let's look. We have someone who's messaging you, and it's there's kind of it could be a message. Pages. This is the Page of Wands that comes out. Pages are messengers. They can represent children. They can represent immature energies, things that are just beginning. It feels like a flirtation here. Could be from a fire sign. There's some kind of reconciliation or reunion that happens here. You may have been on the fence about a relationship or a person in your life, and I feel like that's changing. Somebody's making a decision as to how they feel here. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius once again. All of this clarity comes in from a message. I've got the Page of Cups. Oh my goodness, Aquarius. Hold on. Whoop. Okay, hold on. All of this is good stuff. I'm going to switch decks. So Aquarius, like I was saying, it feels like you are about to start a new relationship. It may have taken some time to get off the ground here. There's an energy of flirtation that comes with this Page of Wands. It feels very new. It's very sexually attractive. Either you are this emperor or the person that you are meeting is this emperor. I have a lot of masculine energy on the table here. I pretty much only have masculine energy here on the table. So I may be reading for a masculine Aquarian, or I could be, and again, not about your gender. You'll know if you carry a masculine or a feminine energy, or you may be involved with either a fire sign or another air sign. So back to you. What I was saying is this person that you are attracting into your life is all that in a bag of chips. With this, or you are, one of you are, maybe both of you. Yes. This Emperor energy is someone who's kind of got like the boss kind of mentality, someone who's used to being in charge, someone who's used to directing things. I feel like you're receiving a message from this person, or you're sending a message here, a message that provides clarity. It feels like there were some delays to this relationship. Now someone has made a decision, and it feels like the two of you are coming back together to start over for real this time. I have this Ace of Cups here. This is an energy of self-love, but it's also an energy of a new love relationship coming towards you. It's possible that at the beginning of this relationship with this Page of Cups here, there was some kind of a foible, some kind of a fumbling of the ball. Something happened. It caused some kind of stagnancy or some kind of delay here, but now someone's made a decision about it, and it's like full steam ahead. There's, again, a lot of sexual passion here. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. This Knight of Wands energy is someone who wants to come in. They want to make everything better. They want to make everything right. They want to be with you in all of the ways. Yes. Again, with this Moon energy, this person could also be a Cancerian. But I have the Six of Cups here, which is soulmate energy, past life love, someone that you would have a soul tie with, someone that you could see yourself spending a lot of time with. It feels like new love. It feels like, for the first time. Oh, that's so sweet. And there's this energy of success together. Let me get another deck and clarify a little bit further here. Oh, yes. We're going to use this Tarot of Wonderland. For some reason, I have all my decks set upside down. So I'm looking at the bottom cards on all of these. And the first one I notice here, this Tarot of Wonderland, I have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. I feel like the two of you are very equally matched. The biggest issue here between the two of you has been kind of a fear or a fear of opening up to someone. It's possible that you may have some boundaries up around yourself, or this other person may have. That may be part of what's caused this delay. Again, I see the Page of Cups out here twice for you with the Wheel of Fortune under that one as well. You were about to end things entirely with this person, and now this person's coming back around all of a sudden, saying something new that changes your perspective. Okay, let me give this a shuffle. I've got the Queen of Swords on this side of the deck. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, feminine energy. It feels like you are very wise. You're very smart. And there's the Page of Wands under that. Look at all these repeat cards you guys already have out. It feels like you guys are equally matched. You're both equally large and in charge in your own lives. This Empress is someone who's very beautiful. And when coming out with that Queen of Swords energy, that's someone who's very smart, very wise, usually gives very good advice, very honest, to the point of being somewhat blunt in the way that they speak. And I feel like that's a good situation here. So I've got the Queen and the King of Swords out here together. And I've got this Page of Cups out twice. This is someone who's kind of coaxing you back towards them because it seems like such a good match. And these are very good cards. They really, really are. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. Let's talk about, since we have this Wheel of Fortune out here twice, and we've got this Knight of Wands, I mean, that's very much Sagittarius energy. But what can we expect from this in the future for Aquarius? Okay. This is really sweet energy. It feels like now all of a sudden you're on the same page with this person. You weren't before. You weren't sure you wanted the same things. You weren't sure you could trust this person or vice versa. But now it feels like one or both of you sees each other for who you really are. And it's something you want to invest in, someone you want to invest in long term. This Page of Pentacles is someone who knows a good thing when they see it, right? This can be an energy of engagement. That's heavy. Maybe not right away, but it's someone who wants to invest a significant amount of their time or energy in you. And it feels like it was coming right when you were ready to walk away. And now look, I've got the Queen of Wands right there. You or this other person are extremely attractive, kind of wanted by a lot of people. Someone who gets a lot of attention from the opposite sex. And I wonder, there's just an awful lot of attraction here. I see. The reason why you were having trouble in the first place getting this off the ground is there may have been a little bit of conflict between the two of you. Somebody here felt like they kind of had to stand up for themselves, or there's like this energy of teasing or nagging in some way. Somebody felt like they needed to take a moment and see, there's having to stand up for oneself here. Yeah, this other person, Aquarius, this other person, whoever you've been involved with in the recent past, the one that you were pumping the brakes on here, they have hardly been able to sleep at night. Oh, I know, that sounds kind of dramatic, but this is someone who's been kind of kicking themselves and kind of tossing and turning about the things that they may have said to you, maybe the way that they treated you initially. Yeah. And that's kind of what drives them to send you a message here. It feels like you guys were kind of taking a break at some point here. I got the Five of Pentacles out there twice. But this person, either you or this person, is very nurturing, very unconditionally loving. And it seems like you allow this person to come back towards you. Now, I will caution you, Aquarius, that this has the potential for being an on-again, off-again relationship if y'all don't get real serious about discussing like your intentions and what it is that you want for this future together, if there's going to be a future together at all. because this 10 of Swords is the minor arcana of the Empress, or excuse me, of the Death card for me, but it also indicates that kind of roller coaster ride, that on again, off again, will they, won't they, kind of back and forth. There's so much sexual attraction here, and truly this is a very healthy and positive match, but it feels like what's driven you guys apart is some kind of verbal conflict where maybe somebody was a little bit too combative. Somebody here has trouble focusing as well, focusing on conversations, focusing on words in some way. I feel like you, Aquarius, are embracing this King of Pentacles energy where it's a lot of stability in your life, and you're very much concerned about allowing someone in who could bring in any kind of instability. Does that make sense? But really, I do see a reconciliation here for the both of you, and something to celebrate with that Three of Cups. And then I have the Lovers card out here that is Gemini energy, but this is someone who is making a choice about their next pathway in love. And someone who's really deciding whether or not this is the person for them. Is this going to be a good situation for them? I feel like my point is I feel like you have your head on straight here, Aquarius. And I feel like this other person may not have really had their head on straight at first. Yes, could have been this fire sign energy. Again, a lot of Sagittarius here, once again, with this Temperance energy. It feels like they kind of had to have some time alone, and then they message you or you message them, and it all becomes clear. They definitely needed a moment or two to gather their thoughts, though, because there's this real energy of being unfocused here during this time of separation. It feels like that's changing. If this is your story, I think that your next communication with them will be very really nice, really good. I feel like this is a relationship that has a lot of potential, but it's really going to depend upon whether you can be honest with each other and let one another in, you know, kind of passing some of those boundaries that you guys have put in place for yourselves, one or the other or both of you. And it does feel like this is new. Give it a chance. I like it. There's a lot of soulmate energy here surrounding you with that Lovers and the Six of Cups. The Lovers and the Six of Cups are very similar energies to me. And that Wheel of Fortune out there twice tells me that it's go time, especially with that Judgment card that comes out there. Someone is making a decision today as to how they feel about this situation. I feel like you guys are coming back together. Alrighty, that was your reading for this week, Aquarius. Do drop a note down below. Let me know if it resonated for you. If it didn't, do check your sun and your moon and your rising signs. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you all. Mwah. Next up, we have Libra. Let's get a reading for our Libras. I'm going to start with this Deviant Moon Tarot for our Libras. I have the High Priestess out for Libra. That's Pisces energy, but this is someone who's highly intuitive, someone who is very psychically gifted, someone who's making decisions about what they want to do for the future, not telling anyone about it. The High Priestess is the secret keeper. Your energy is very healing this week, Libra. It feels like you have it all figured out. I like it. It's a good thing you do, because oh man, what is coming? What is this? All right, so I have the Devil with the Tower and the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. Nine of Swords over here. You're making a decision about someone important in your life. Libra, this is such good news. And quite honestly, these cards look really scary, but actually this is a really good situation. So I have you being kind of in this all-knowing state, someone who's been very contemplative, very meditative, very prayerful about some kind of a relationship coming towards you here with this Emperor energy. Again, Aries, this is very heavy divine masculine energy, and we just had that new moon. I always feel a lot of heavy divine counterpart energies happening around the new moon and the full moon. It's like we're plagued by them. So I feel like you are really engaged with someone who is a higher soulmate. It feels like you've had to make a decision about this relationship in some way. Do I want to stay? Do I want to go? There have been a lot of stressful times with this person. There's this obsessive energy that comes with this Devil, but this Tower, I mean, you may be dealing with a Scorpio, a Capricorn. I've got Aries out here, and Pisces, and also Cancer. and Ophiuchus, Aries. But it really feels like this is a relationship that is changing your life for the better. A situation that's changing your life for the better. Now, we don't always have to be talking about love. Of course, I do love to read for love. That's my favorite thing. But it's not always about that unless the cards are here. And I have the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups, which are pretty indicative of love relationships, because the Two of Cups is one of our soulmate cards. The Ace of Cups is all about a new love relationship, or, you know, the epitome of self-love. Truly, this is you vibrating at a frequency right now where you're attracting the right kind of person into your life, but it's kind of one of those shock and awe moments that you weren't expecting. It seems like this is something that changes your life quite drastically. That's the thing with the Tower that comes out here. The Tower looks so scary. Sometimes it is so scary, but it's really about course redirection. You may have been with the wrong people for a long time, Libra. Really, you may have been entertaining bad relationship after bad relationship for whatever reason. And I feel like this person that's coming towards you is an opportunity for major change. I feel like you are kind of letting go of any of the toxicities of the past. This new person that you've either just met or you're about to meet is going to change your life for forever in one way or another, whether you end up staying with this person or not. This is someone who's life changing, and it feels like it's someone who allows this relationship, I should say, and your interaction within this relationship is what changes you. It's what allows you to let go of some of this past debris, some of this stress, some of this push-pull, runner-chaser dynamic that was present in previous relationships, Libra. And whatever this is, this person that's coming towards you allows you to feel really good about yourself, because they want to make a commitment to you, because they see all of the good that's in you. And I feel like you feel the same way about them. Now, I keep hearing self-sabotage. Let me get another deck. I'm going to grab this Chicoli deck because already I can see that we have the Magician out here. There's the Magician from this deck. I just feel like this, and when I say self-sabotage, that makes a lot of sense, because the Magician is worried that their prayers aren't going to be answered, and so they start using magic. But they're the alchemists. They can make things happen. I think the key to this relationship here for you, Libra, is trusting, and also trusting in a higher power. Pray. Pray, always pray. If you have an opportunity to pray, pray. It's oftentimes the last resort. It's not until we're like taken down to our knees that we remember, oh, we have access to a higher power at any given moment. If you are starting a new relationship, pray about it. Pray for guidance. Pray to be open to the right things, the right people, the right situations, and be prepared when what you thought was going to be right for you isn't, and be prepared to let go so that you can make space for the right thing. I feel like you guys are meeting this person, or you have just met this person, and I would say within the last 2 months at the most, you have met this new person, Libra. And I feel like things maybe have been a little bit slow here. I don't know if it's been so slow, but there's been a lot of worry about this connection. And I feel like that's about to change. You guys are about to be on the same page together. I have that High Priestess out there again. Goodness, I feel like you've always known. It's not that you've always known. I think you are just so aware of any red flags in relationships at this point, Libra, that you can spot them from a mile away. And that's why opening yourself up to this new connection, there it is. That's why it's been a bit of a tussle between, you know, your right brain, left brain, head or heart. You're worried about repeating patterns. You're worried about the toxicity of the past, you know, being on repeat in your life. Let's find out here, because it looks so good. I saw that. There's the King of Swords right there. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. That's you. I feel like you are very capable of expressing yourself this week, Libra. I feel like your words are what really help define whatever this relationship becomes. A lot of you are going to be spending some time writing down your thoughts and sending your thoughts to this other person about how you're feeling. And that is kind of the game changer here. That's kind of what pulls you two together. I think that Well, let's not talk about what I think. Let's read some more cards. Tell me about this Two of Cups, Emperor, Chariot. I have the Knight of Pentacles here. This is, here's the deal. Libra, I feel like you've kind of been isolated from this person. This person's been taking it really slow. And I think it's been frustrating for you. I don't think that you're used to things going this way. And I think you may have been triggered by just the kind of a lack of action, maybe thinking that this person was not as interested in you as they really are. And there's this energy of isolation. You feel like you've been apart from this person. And in this is what I'm telling you. This is self-sabotage, being triggered by this lack of communication. Yeah, with the moon energy there, that's Cancerian energy. Now you've put up some walls and some boundaries around yourself. Yes, that's okay. No judgment, no shade. This person wants to take it slow with you. And you're like, why? Oh, well, this is about to change things. I think that you, maybe you're the one who's trying to slow this down a little bit. I think that you're just very weary of repeating the same patterns. One of you or both of you are. When you meet this person, if you haven't already, this is going to be someone who changes your life for a long time. If you haven't been talking to this person much, just kind of waiting to see how things are going to be working out, it feels like things start to improve rapidly. You feel the same way about one another. And I've got the Tower out there twice. My goodness, love it. This is a life-changing moment that you've waited for a long time. That's scary too, man. Yeah. This is a new relationship, and it is going to be wonderful. Let's say maybe start out as friends, maybe a little bit. This is what I'm hearing. Can we just start slowly? If you know the two of you are meant to be together, then there's no rush. This is going to be a really happy relationship once you guys finally get it together here. I like this. You actually have a lot of similar energies to yourself as Aquarius did just a few minutes ago. Seems to be kind of a through line for our air signs this week, where you are kind of just on the precipice of a new relationship that's about to be very formative in your life. So just cut yourself some slack. Know that if this is meant to be, it's meant to be. Definitely say your prayers about this relationship if you're so inclined, or if that's something you're comfortable doing. Ask for guidance. Absolutely. You won't ever be led astray, I promise. This looks good though. It looks healthy, and this is definitely going to change your life. Thank you for letting me read for you, Libra. And thank you for your likes and your subscribes. I appreciate you all, and welcome to all of you new folks. I'll enjoy getting to know you and reading your energy. Much appreciated. Next up, we have Gemini. Gemini, I am going to use this Vice Versa Tarot for you guys. I hope you're doing well out there. Welcome to all of you new folks, as well as you OGs that have been with me for a long time. Gemini, what's this week like for you? Look at you. I got the Knight of Swords. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. This is someone who wants to have a conversation with someone. They know it's not going to be easy. Somebody who has to share some information with someone. Could be with the King of Wands. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This person usually thinks they're right about everything. Wow. I just saw 2, 3, 4, 5 on the counter up there. This is somebody who says we need a reset. We need to take a moment here, and we need to talk about being on the same page. This could be in your work life. This can be in your home life. This is somebody who's 3 steps away from an ending, either an ending of a relationship, an ending of a contract, something that they know is going to end brutally and painfully. I've got 2 3s out there right next to each other. Gemini, it feels like, oh man, Gemini, I feel like you have a lot of pressure on your shoulders right now to smooth everything over, to always be the one who kind of recants, or always be the one who says, yes, you're right, fine, go ahead, you can be right about this. There is, and it's getting to be such a heavy burden with this 10 of Wands. You may be married to this person, Gemini. I have the 10 of Cups here. It's like all you want to do is help this person be happy, make this person be happy, but it seems like there is always kind of like a power struggle here, some kind of an issue, and it feels like every battle is quite bloody, and it feels like any success that you have in this relationship is it's like such a battle. It just feels like such a battle. Anytime you're ever on the same page, it comes from you stepping down, you being the one that waves the flag of peace, you know? I feel like you're dealing either, okay, now Gemini, this may be for you, or this could be the other person. With the 7 of Swords here, this is someone who's not necessarily telling the truth about how they're feeling. This could be you going through all of these emotions and having to deal with this whoever this person is who's just really intent upon having a lot of control within this dynamic, and you not feeling like you can express how overwhelmed you are with this situation, for always having to be the smoother, the fixer, you know? And it feels like you're waiting with this Hangman energy for an opportunity to do something about it. But it's like, if you want to leave this relationship, Gemini, things aren't so bad that you feel like you're ready to leave. It's like it has to get so much worse for you in order to leave this situation. And I think it's because it comes from a place of love. Also concerned about your finances. We've got that out here twice. And I feel like you're someone, for some of you, you've been staying in a situation that is really a struggle, really a burden on a daily basis, because you're afraid of being alone. And some of you are staying in this relationship because you're worried about money. Some of you may share a family or a home with this person, and I can see why you don't want to let it go. There is truly a lot of love between the two of you. It really just feels like you have some emotions this week, Gemini, that either that you're hiding from this other person, or this person is hiding from you. And it feels like you're waiting on an opportunity to either fix it or to leave the situation. I think there's a lot of good things in this relationship, and that's why you are not wanting to give it up, but you're like hanging on by a thread, and every day the anxiety is really building up in you. If this is in a personal relationship, you may be throwing yourself into work to avoid conflict. You're used to it with this person. You're used to this happening. You're afraid of this person, some of you. Some of you are afraid to tell the truth about how you feel because you don't want your head chopped off, and you don't know if you have the right words to say, but I feel like you do. I feel like you're much smarter than you give yourself credit for. I feel like you're more communicative than you give yourself credit for too. You're the person that other people come to for advice. You know that? It's true. A lot of people trust your judgment. They trust your wisdom. A lot of you are embodying this Empress energy where you're doing it all on your own every day, all day long. And it's gotten to be such a burden, you know. If this is in a workplace dynamic, I think you just keep telling yourself, just let it go, nose to the grindstone, just do your work, just only pay attention to yourself. Meanwhile, there is a lot of stress, there's a lot of anxiety. It's kind of imprisoning, Gemini, right? How are we gonna get ourselves out of this one? Yeah. I feel like if this is in a workplace dynamic, for some of you it will, because these are just energies. Some of you may be affected by these energies in big ways, some of you just in small little blips throughout the week, and some of you not at all. But if this is in your workplace, you're tired of having to shoulder such a heavy burden. It feels like you're almost doing the work of your own and maybe your superiors, and maybe they're taking all the credit for the work. If this is in your home, it feels like it's a constant battle, but there's so much love. You hate to give it up, but you've really been just forcing down your true feelings to the point where I'm starting to feel acid indigestion here for you. What are we going to do about this? I tell you what we're probably going to have to do, Gemini. You know, communication is always key. We can solve a lot of problems by just opening up and communicating about how we're feeling. That's the energy of the Queen of Swords, very much related to your throat chakra and the mental body. Yeah, that's your card. All right. You're going to have to start standing up for yourself. I know, I'm not comfortable with conflict either, but sometimes it has to be done. I see 3, 2, 1 on the clock over there. This is somebody, and whenever I see numbers in certain sequences, you can tell a 3, 2, 1 is taking a step backwards. It feels like you fight this fight every day with this other person and with yourself. You're starting to have, like my tummy is really high acid all of a sudden. And I feel like you have to stand up for yourself constantly. It's just an awful lot of conflict for one little person to have to be dealing with. For some of you, if this is in a love relationship or someone you share a home or a family with, things are about to improve dramatically. Yeah, it's true. And I think it has a lot to do with your positivity. I think it has a lot to do with your faithfulness and a lot to do with your willingness to try. Sometimes in relationships, we go through bad days, bad months, bad years. And you may have been experiencing that with this person. Some of you will be making a decision after uncovering some untruths that your partner has been neglecting to tell you or has been fabricating, something like that. There's some kind of deception here that you finally see a way out with, like, well, if this is really the truth and if this is what's really been going on, this is kind of what sets you free. A lot of you this week are going to be spending time just on yourself, deciding what you want for the future. And I think this is where your head really does need to be at, Gemini. With this Chariot energy and this Sun, yeah, and there's the Tower right under it. This is the change. Is all of a sudden you start living more for yourself and less for either this partnership or this team, however this applies. And this is what changes everything. Some of you may be getting outside more, getting some more exercise, just investing in yourselves again in a way that you haven't for a long time. It's really this acknowledgement of what it is that you want for the future and taking action on it that really clears this whole mess up one way or the other. Some of you, just if this is in a love relationship, you need to just go to your partner and express to them how you've been feeling. Tell the truth. Say, this isn't working for me because of A, B, C, D reasons. And you will have to stand up for yourself, Gemini. If this isn't a workplace dynamic, you may absolutely get fed up to the point where you start looking elsewhere for work this week. And it's going to be a surprise, kind of a shock and awe moment when you do for this individual. I just saw 3303 on the counter. A lot of these folks have been dependent upon you for a long time here, Gemini, because you've always been the one picking up the pieces. You've always been the one doing this hard work. And it feels like this is the week you say, you know what, time to focus on me, time to do what I need to do. And this is the game changer here with that Chariot energy. All right. Thanks for letting me read for you, Gemini. I love you all very much. Thank you for your likes and your subscribes. I will catch up with you soon. Have a great day.